we can get into the news.
We can just go dive right in.
The first thing we're going to talk about is Game Freak is talking about the new Pokemon stuff. They're talking about some new information about the starters.
Yes.
If you remember, Will, the starters are Grookey, Sobble, and Scorbunny.
Yes.
Who's your favorite, Will?
Scorbunny.
Scorbunny is also my favorite.
Yes. I always lean towards the fire types, and this generation we got ourselves a good fire type.
I don't have a preference in type. However, Scorbunny looks like a mashup between Sonic and Bubsy.
Yes.
So I'm all in.
He is the perfect 90s platforming mascot.
So we got to talk about... So they gave us some information. It's really not anything that exciting. Just some background on some of the characters.
Okay.
Sobble, this is according to Polygon, which is distilled through Game Informer.
Yes.
Sobble is, of course, the best Pokemon in Sword and Shield. A lot of people like Sobble.
Yes.
One of the developers said is a good fit for trainers that are kind of caring people that might be bashful or shy, like Sobble. The frog-like water type has a large fin on its head, and its whole body becomes transparent when it enters water, and it's perfect. I don't remember it's the guy saying that its whole body becomes transparent because I watched the video. That was Game Informer. But it said you can't. He like kind of camouflages into the water.
Right.
Like once he goes into the water, you can't really see him. He becomes like that. That's part of his shyness. The developer said they weren't sure how the world would react to Sobble, but knew it'd be a hit in Japan. Quote, in Japan, there definitely is a culture of feeling like something is cute because you kind of feel sorry for it. Pokemon Sword and Shield director Shigeru Omori told Game Informer. So we knew it would be well received in Japan, but Omori said they weren't sure how Sobble would be received elsewhere in the world. Turns out they had nothing to worry about. Everyone loves Sobble and wants to protect him at all costs.
Yes.
And I think that sort of wanted to protect something that is just because it's cute.
Yeah.
That transcends
it's cute and
culture.
And it's also like you can tell like it's sad at something, and its name kind of sounds like sobbing.
I think it's he used the word depressed.
Yeah.
Or whatever the Japanese word for depressed
when you
is.
see something cute and sad, you just want to like hold it and like make it feel better. You know, It's just natural. It's the motherly instincts we all have, even the men.
I think it's funny that he used the word depressed because that face, his little sad face, it confirmed that he has depression.
Yes.
He has a mental illness. Grookey.
Hey, Bob, what do you get when you cross somebody with a mental illness and a society that always steps on them?
You Sobble?
Yes, you get a water-based Pokemon. Sorry, continue.
Will's a little edgy right now because of the backlash from his Joker video today.
I'm a little bit, I'm walking on eggshells here, but it's okay.
Grookey!
Yes, the monkey.
Everyone's favorite. I don't know anybody whose favorite this is.
Yeah, you got a point. Nobody has said anything good about Grookey.
I think this is the first one we saw.
Yeah. Well, we saw them all at once. But I think this was the first of the when they announced them.
In his personality, Grookey is the opposite of Sobble. The developers told Game Informer that it loves to climb trees and uses his mysterious little stick. That's a quote.
Yes.
To instill life and energy into the world around him. Who doesn't? For instance, if it taps the grass with the stick, it'll start to grow. All right.
Okay.
Oh, the grass will start to grow.
Okay, I'm glad we clarified that.
Who's the right kind of trainer for this Pokemon? The developers said it's someone who likes to dance or go to parties. Someone who wants to have fun.
Okay,
I think Omori is the one who said this was his favorite.
I don't like to dance or go to parties.
No.
So I will not be picking Grookey as my starter. Thank you for confirming that.
However, Scorbunny's the energetic one.
Yeah.
So that's why it's weird that Grookey's like the outgoing one.
Yeah. Well,
He gives life. He provides to the world.
You can be energetic, but I guess kind of an introvert. Like you don't want to like socialize with people.
That's all they said for Grookey. Grookey has the smallest little paragraph here. Scorbunny. Scorbunny is the mischievous fire-type rabbit Pokemon who's super energetic, ganky, if you will, spreading fire on the ground as it runs. It's the type of Pokemon who might be missing from its Pokeball when its trainer wakes up, the developers said, laughing, as it's always running off to get into trouble. Imagine you're playing the game and you load up the game and he's just not there, and then you gotta go find him.
That is, oh my God.
That would never happen.
don't like the sound of that.
That's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Although it could. In describing its design, the developers said its patches are a symbolic design decision to express how energetic it is, a design that's common in Japan.
I guess
so they didn't really explain this well. The patch on his nose,
the Band-Aid,
apparently is synonymous with kids who are really energetic. They might have a patch on their nose.
Really?
He didn't really. That's what he said.
Yeah.
I imagine it's kind of like they get into a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
And he's all beat up, so that's why there's a patch on his nose. Trainers that can keep up with Scorbunny will enjoy having it around, according to Game Freak. Pokemon Sword and Shield coming to Nintendo Switch on November 15th. This morning, the Pokemon Company revealed the galar. Oh, we're getting ahead of ourselves, Will. Arke Hunt in the chat says Grookey Gang Beach. We got one. We got one for Grookey. We also got a super chat from Dark Type.
2 super chats from Dark Type. 2 $5 super chats. Okay, first of all, I use iTunes to import my CDs and then edit all of the data in iTunes, then transfer that data onto a micro SD card, which I then use to...
Oh my God.
Second super chat. Store in my Android phone where I then use Google Play Music. It ain't that complicated. Bab, quit yo complaining.
You are an insane person.
That is way too much. Just buy an iPod. They still make
everything
those.
You just said is the reason why I hate music, music platforms. It's because you got to go through all that nonsense just to listen to something on your damn phone.
I mean, thank you for agreeing with me. It ain't that complicated. But at the same time, you added some extra steps in there that you really didn't need to add.
That's why I use. That's the only reason why I use Spotify.
Yeah.
Or I used to use Google Play Music. Is because it's all there.
Yeah.
But it only works half the time.
Yeah.
It doesn't work all the time.
Yeah.
The
it doesn't work if you're going through a tunnel.
It doesn't work if you go through a tunnel. Google Play will let you download songs.
Yeah. I think they all do.
I liked Google Play the most out of everything.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have everything. Spotify has a lot of stuff, but the app doesn't freaking work half the time.
Yeah.
Anyway. A lot of people are Sobble Squad in the chat.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we could. I mean, does this change your opinion on any of the other Pokemon? No, you still want Scorbunny?
Still gonna be Scorbunny.
Did they mention the patches on his feet? That he's got patches on his feet, on the bottom of his feet. And those are supposed to be what lights the grass on fire.
No, they haven't said anything about that. I'd imagine it's, similar to the patch on his nose.
And that's going to be relevant to his future evolutions.
Yes.
And so is Grookey's stick.
Yes.
Although they were being coy about it. They didn't want to say anything about it.
Maybe the stick transforms into like a different weapon.
A big old staff, maybe. Yeah. A bigger stick, if you will.
Yeah. Just a baseball bat.
It could be.
Yeah.
The Game Informer guy was pushing them on getting more information out of the next evolutions, but they really weren't saying anything. Except the designer, the guy who designed the art director.
Yes.
He said that Sobble was his favorite because of the evolutions. That was the most we got out of information about the evolutions.
And we still don't really know anything about the evolutions, and the game comes out in a month.
I usually base my starter off of what the final evolutions look like.
Yes.
Because those are the ones you're going to have for the most of the time.
Yeah.
So, for all we know, Scorbunny's is sick. Sobble's is sick and Scorbunny's is trash.
Yeah.
And that could change my whole opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But as of right now, I think Scorbunny's dope.
Yeah.
If he has a trash final evolution, then that might be a problem. But Will, last week we talked about how Surfetched...
Was it last week?
No, it was a few weeks ago.
I was going to say, it felt like a while ago.
We talked about how Surfetched is awesome.
Yes.
He looks awesome.
Yes.
I can't wait to have him.
Yes.
Except that he's a sword exclusive.
Yes.
So that means I'm gonna need to get sword.
Yes, which means I'm gonna probably have to get shield then.
Yes, and we're saying, because screw you, Will, but we're saying that shield needs to have something that's equally as cool.
Yeah. Well, they're gonna need their own exclusive Pokemon variation.
Yes.
And it would help if it was on the same level as Surfetched.
Now, same level, debatable, but
of equal footing.
Galarian Ponyta officially confirmed will be exclusive to Shield. Here he is. Look at him. He's cute as hell. Here they are. I'm sorry.
Yes. Pokemon generally don't have gender.
Well, no, they do.
Someone's going to correct me, yes, but for this Ponyta...
We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know. I don't want to assume.
Yes.
But it looks awesome.
Yes.
It is not a fairy type.
Surprising.
The trailer is weird. It's got weird music going on.
Yeah.
Does this article have anything to say about it? There's an update. Famitsu has now shared a selection of clear images of the new Pokemon and a first look trailer, and that appears above. In addition, we now have more info regarding Galarian Ponyta's type and Pokedex info. Oh, they added it to the thing. All right. If you stuck around to watch the 24-hours of Pokemon live stream last week, if you did, we salute your dedication. You'll have spotted a new monster set to appear in Pokemon Sword and Shield. In the office, this is Nintendo Live, we immediately started to call it the lovely, sparkly Candy Floss Horse. But fans decided that it was probably a Galarian form of Ponyta instead, and they were right.
Sure enough.
I did see a lot of people saying Galarian Ponyta. So, did you see any of the live stream?
No.
Pokemon did a 24-hour live stream that was just like a dark wooded area.
Okay.
And like an opening in a dark wooded area. And every once in a while, like a Pokemon would walk by.
Mm-hmm.
It might be a Pikachu. It might be a Galarian Ponyta. You might see something like floating in the background. You'd be like, who is that? A lot of people were like mad that it was happening. Really? A lot of people were like, this is dumb. They didn't announce anything. Or like, why do they drag it out that much?
Yeah.
Would anybody care if, like, would anybody have said that if, like, freaking PlayStation put up like a screen, like, we're live streaming in an hour, like in 24 hours, and they just had like a thing and like little tidbits here and there?
No, because I think that kind of goes back to like this whole theory I have that nobody really cares about PlayStation nostalgia, but everyone cares about Nintendo nostalgia. Right. The fan bases for the two are completely different. You know, Sony doesn't really have that like cult that Nintendo does, whereas everything Nintendo does gets scrutinized like here, there, and everywhere. So like anything Nintendo does, if it's just a picture, like people will analyze every single pixel of it until they find something. Whereas, you know, Sony fans in general will just look at the picture and go, oh, okay, it's probably Uncharted or something.
But why were people so upset that Pokemon did that? I'd imagine that they have more diehard fans.
Yeah, I think because like with Pokemon, you know, if they're going to do something for 24 hours, they're imagining something big.
Oh, the Cyberquake says a lot of people expected 24 hours of gameplay, which makes no sense, and I don't know why they expected that.
That would be probably the whole game.
I guess maybe they announced it as a... No, that doesn't make it a 24-hour live stream. How did they announce it? Pokemon Company Twitter. Because if they said 24-hour live stream of all brand new Pokemon stuff, that'd be, you know, a problem. Oh, they changed their Twitter name to Ghost Type Pokemon.
Okay.
Because of the Halloween.
Yes. Clever.
How far back do I need to go? This was last weekend. Was it last week? It says Sonia's Galar region camera is live. Trainers tune in to survey the footage. Who knows which Pokemon from Pokemon Sword and Shield you'll discover. I don't see an announcement of the live stream. But yeah, it's like a deer cam, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, Sony needs your help, trainers. Next week, she'll be setting up a live camera and conducting some Pokemon observation research in Glimwood Tangle, a strange forest area in the Galar region. Tune in to pitch in. Okay, so that doesn't mean it doesn't mean anything. I don't know why people would misconstrue that into something else. ArcGeek says it was supposed to be a nature cam. Simply put, yeah, that's the word I was looking for, not deer cam. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get why people were upset about it. Maybe they wanted more information, but we got freaking Galarian Ponyta, man.
Yeah.
And I mean, of course, it's not going to be entertaining to sit there and watch 24 hours of just, a nature cam.
Yeah.
But some people sat there and took screenshots of like, wow, I can't believe I found that. And I found out about it through the memes.
Yeah.
People being like, oh, look what I found on the nature cam. And then it's a picture of me. As it happens, they were absolutely right about the Galarian Pokemon. Although we still prefer our name for it. Haha, Nintendo Life. A scan of the upcoming issue of Famitsu has been spotted online, showing off official artwork of Galarian Ponyta next to its regular form. It has a new ability called Pastel Veil and will be exclusive to Pokemon Shield. There it is.
Yes.
In all of its colorful cotton candy glory. We'll make sure to update our list of all of blah, blah. Feel free to check over blah, blah, blah. Before you go, though, here's a quick look at some new images via the Pokedex. Wow.
So when I first saw this, I immediately thought My Little Pony.
I did the same thing.
Yeah.
The obscured image that was part of the nature cam looked like a My Little Pony character.
If you scroll down all the way, it shows like the stats of it. Its category is a unique horn Pokemon.
Get it?
Yep. It's got a horn and it sure is unique.
Unicorn.
Oh,
Unique horn.
I just got
Unicorn.
That. It's a psychic type. It is.
Okay, that makes sense. Psychic type. Fairy would make more sense, but fairy types are dumb.
Yeah. It's 2 feet 7 inches. It is 52.9 pounds, and its ability is Runaway and Pastel Veil.
I guess that is the Pastel Veil. This thing.
Yeah.
No, that's like this horn's glowing.
Yeah, that looks like either an evolution or like a variant of it.
No, well, it's the same thing. It's just the yellow is like going across its fur or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You never go by the height and weight. It's always like some random numbers that they throw out there. It doesn't make any sense.
BS.
There's no physics in the Pokemon universe. Cool. It's a psychic type. It goes from a frickin' fire to a psychic all of a sudden.
Yeah.
So that's very random.
Yeah.
But cool.
Mm-hmm. Well, most of Pokemon is random when you think about it.
Psychic types are cool. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
However, it's got no place in my Pokedex, Will. I'm going to have my Surf fetched.
Really? Because I was sort of hoping we would trade.
Well, yeah, we got to trade.
Yeah.
I got to have it.
Yeah.
I got to have it.
Because I got to have a Surf fetched.
Yeah. I mean, I always like having one psychic in my crew.
Yeah.
Maybe it would be this. I mean, I usually like rolling with Mew or Mewtwo, and that's not going to happen. So